I mean, we are in a profession where we are constantly judged and spoken of, but that is where my personal self as Esha comes into the picture, and that I only listen to that voice.
She fell, she fought, and in the end, she emerged victorious. This is the woman of today, and she is made of steel. Come and watch how she slays.
Hi everyone, this is Esha Deol, and I'm here on HealthShots to talk about my day-to-day healthy shots that I take. Whether it's my workouts, whether it's my sleep and what I eat, and what I do for my mind to stay calm. So stay tuned and, I think enjoy our little banter on health and fitness. I came back knowing that I am mentally, physically, and emotionally ready to invest and give time to my professional life again. So it was not like I was taken aback or I was not prepared. In fact, 2020 was a year where I actually had so much time in hand to concentrate on getting my physical self back into shape, besides mentally trying to be strong during the pandemic. And that was something that was actually for me a very different experience, because I've always trained under my trainer's guidance, going to the gym, working out. But 2020, I became my own trainer. We didn't have a choice. We couldn't step out. We were all in lockdown, and whatever I had learned in the past years with fitness is what I used. And I actually knocked off around 8 to 10 kilos easily, during that period, because I had delivered in 2019 June. And I was like, I did it for myself. I wasn't knowing that I'm going to be facing the camera again. I think sometimes it's important to just do things for yourself and not necessarily only for a particular profession, And that of course helped me when the offers started coming my way. They kind of liked the way I looked, and then it just started. So many times people are dependent on just going to a gym and needing that equipment in the gym, and then needing a trainer. All that. I honestly did my bit with a set of dumbbells, a skipping rope, and my walking shoes. And I think that's about it I needed. And of course, my diet played an important role. What I was eating, I really cut down on all the carbs and the bingy food, I would say. So I would walk for a brisk walk for about 45 minutes. With weights in my hand, and sort of this was the movement, and walk till I started sweating. That was what I did for a couple of months. Then I gradually progressed to jogging, and all this was in my driveway. So it was natural light, your natural weather of Bombay, the human weather. So I would sweat. And I think sweating is very important, followed by just few sets of weights for my arms. And, I think after pregnancy, we go through our feeding phase where we breastfeed our kids. So there's fat that comes in places where you don't expect, like underarm fat and, stuff like that. So to really work on all that, it really was very tough, because, it's not that it's going to go overnight. See, I'm the kind of person who likes to enjoy the phase for what it is meant to be. When you're pregnant, you enjoy your pregnancy thoroughly, give yourself that nutrition, enjoy the baby bump, enjoy the fat that's coming all over you. You're pregnant. You got to feel pregnant, look pregnant, behave pregnant. Then post pregnancy comes your breastfeeding phase. where actually I think women tend to gain more weight, and I gained more weight, in fact, then than my pregnancy. There again, you got to be eating all nutritious stuff. I remember being given a lot of badam and pomegranate, and then that nachni, and stuff like that, which was really healthy, but healthy fat. I think I've come across a couple of women who who tend to even diet during their pregnancies or during the post-pregnancy phase to immediately want to get back into their bikinis and stuff like that. And I'm like, why are you doing this to yourself? Why are you being hard on yourself? I think it's important to gradually take your body through different phases, because you can't shock your body suddenly. Anyway, you've gone through so much in those 9 months. So you got to give yourself that time and pamper yourself, and then pamper yourself out of it also. I mean, that is something, it's a personal choice how affected you get by what the millions of voices are trying to say or judge you with. I mean, we are in a profession where we are constantly judged and spoken of, but that is where my personal self as Esha comes into the picture, and that I only listen to that voice, and that says that I am the kind of person who wants to give my 100% to something that is so beautiful and so precious. And these phases come once or twice in your lifetime where you embrace motherhood, and they are really small babies, and I think giving that phase 100% was very important for me. Sometimes I think women have no choice, but they have to step out and work as well, and they do that, and I really salute those women who do that, because they do certain things without having a choice to do so. I think I'm comfortable now stepping out to work. Also, organically, the kind of work that has started coming my way gives me the incentive to want to go and invest in that time and energy and hard work that we put into films as actors. But for everything, I think family support is very important. Well, I've grown up in a household filled with very strong women. It's been a very female-oriented household that I was brought up in as a kid, whether it was my grandmother, grandaunt, mother, all very focused, very determined, and very self-respectful women. And they sort of lived always their life on their own terms. Having women like that is one thing, but also having a man who encourages and supports it is also something that I think plays an equally important role. And I think my father has always supported my mother and her work and encouraged her to continue working without stopping her from pursuing her dreams in whatever profession, whether it was dance, films, or now even politics. So I think it's hand in hand. It's a mix of both. The influence is the mix of both my parents. Every age has a different priority of what a child will understand and what a child is able to grasp and learn. At the moment, it is about respecting elders, and I try and instill as much as our Indian Sanskriti and Sanskar in them, because yes, the Western culture is great and we all are influenced by it, but there is so much in our Indian roots which I have inherited from my parents, and it's a wonderful culture to learn and know and be part of, whether it's through dance or whatever. So that is also something that I'm constantly encouraging them with and influencing them in a good way with. Once they grow up, it's up to them what they choose to pick up and take, but definitely respecting elders, respecting other human beings, learning to talk with a certain tone when it comes to people. Simple things like if someone elder comes into the room, we tend to stand up and say namaste or hello, and I like it when others do that. And I see a lot of girls not doing that also today, which I mean, I don't understand that, but mine will always do that. I mean, I'm choosing the projects that are coming my way. I'm not rushing and saying yes to whatever's coming my way. Like, earlier I used to pick up work, like 4 films at a time I would shoot. Now I'm mostly doing one project at a time, taking time between projects where I can take off on holidays with my kids. And for me, the shoots are a bit paced out. So I tend to get a day or two off in a week as well. Sometimes it's just like back-to-back 10 days. That's where, I have my mother, my mother-in-law, my dad sometimes babysitting. And some, I also tend to do one thing because they're girls and they love this. So if I'm shooting somewhere slightly close by, I tend to do my makeup and hair at home in the makeup room. And they love sitting and watching me doing that. So I kind of involve them in my professional life as well. And they like it. So they know, they're happy when I'm stepping out to work and coming back home. I want them to feel happy knowing that mama is going out and working and coming back. And this is the kind of work I'm doing. Fitness, I would say, it started at a very young age when I took a lot of interest in sports. So in my school, I played handball, I played football, I played handball for my state level. I was selected for the Indian women's football team, nationals. So that athletic, going on the field, playing, winning, losing, that started at a very young age. And I think automatically it grew into continuing into fitness while growing up, going to the gym, working out. And then, of course, my professional life demanded it. Certain roles needed me to look a certain way. And I've always loved fitness, whether it's through sports or working out or dance. My body needs that. Top 5 exercises. If I could, I would love going out and jogging on the beach, walking on the beach, and that's why I love my holidays in Los Angeles, because I tend to stay, in Santa Monica, in front of the pier, where they have this wonderful beachfront and they have this beautiful jogging space, and there I can just be myself and be free and I just love the whole fitness vibe in that city, Los Angeles. Everyone's so much into fitness. Having said that, it's definitely jogs, brisk walking, jogging, and skipping. Then I enjoy push-ups and abs. I like this one quote that I say to myself many times. Your calm mind is your ultimate weapon against your challenges. So I think having a calm mind, and for having a calm mind, I think each one has their own little remedies, whether it's getting up early, walking, doing your yoga, or praying, or I like to do my Hanuman Chalisa every day, stuff like that.